Welcome to this short video on leadership in the workplace. In this video, we will learn the importance of leadership in the workplace. It is important to be a good leader and to set an example for others to also become good leaders. We will take a look at the following 5 leadership styles: authoritative, coaching, collaborative, engaged, and finally, observant leadership. Let's define leadership and explain its importance. Leadership is the ability to influence others to achieve a shared goal. This is done by setting the vision, building trust, and inspiring others. By taking the lead, you can help to direct and guide those who work with you to achieve common goals. With strong leadership skills, you can make a positive impact in your workplace and help to increase productivity. A lack of leadership, on the other hand, can result in chaos, with teams not knowing what to do or how to do their jobs. When you are the leader of a team, it is important to lead by example. Be sure to set a good example, because one day, the members of your team will also become leaders, and they will follow the example that you have set for them. Develop people, lead change, and inspire others. Being a leader means you help develop other people. This may be team members, family, friends, or even your children. Being a good leader means you will lead change by always making sure that you and your team are heading in the right direction. Being a good leader also means inspiring others, pushing them to do better and to achieve their goals. In this way, being a leader can be a very rewarding role. Because being a leader means you are part of a team, you work with them and you grow with them. When you are in a leadership position, make it your mission to be the best leader you can possibly be. Inspire others as much as you can. Help them to develop in the best possible way. And always lead them to change for the better. Authoritative leadership. This type of leadership is often referred to as being a command and control leader. It is a top-down approach that is focused on directing and controlling the team. This type of leadership is often associated with a strong authority that is involved in a more my way or the highway approach. Leaders who use a command and control approach often focus on the end goal and the need to achieve results. They may also focus on their own strengths and their ability to make decisions on their own. The downfall of the command and control approach is that it can often lead to a culture of fear and low levels of engagement. If you do take an authoritative leadership approach, it is important to ensure that you do so in a way that does not instill fear in your team members. Coaching leadership. Coaching is focused on developing and helping others. This style of leadership is focused on empowering others and helping them to be successful. Leaders who coach often want to develop others through a partnership approach that focuses on mutual growth. This is typically an ongoing process, especially if you are coaching someone to take on a new role or be part of a new team. It is also important to remember that coaching is not the same as mentoring. You can use the example of a soccer team to understand coaching leadership. A soccer team won't thrive if there isn't a coach inspiring them and setting a good example. Similarly, in your workplace, being a coaching leader means that you will inspire your team to become the best team out there. Not only will your team thrive and exceed in their own abilities, but they will also see you as the inspiration that pushed them to reach their goals. Collaborative leadership. This type of leadership is based on working together with others to achieve results. This is often associated with a "we're all in this together" approach. Collaborative leaders often focus on bringing out the strengths of others in order to achieve results. A collaborative leader typically wants to engage employees in the decision-making process. This means that collaborative leaders are often focused on the needs of the employees and on creating an open culture where employees feel comfortable expressing themselves. Being a collaborative leader involves placing high value on equality in the workplace. Acknowledge that everyone has own opinions and that each one's opinion matters. Engaged leadership. An engaged leader creates an environment where employees feel connected to the team and company. Being an engaged leader is a lot like being a collaborative leader, as they often have a "we're all in this together" approach and will want to encourage employees to be engaged in important processes and decisions. Engaged leaders therefore also want to create an open culture where employees feel comfortable to express their ideas and opinions. Engaged leaders make sure that all team members are treated equally, and this creates a positive environment. The core idea behind engaging leadership is that it enables, strengthens, connects, and inspires employees to increase their work engagement. It can be measured by an objective and valid self-report scale. Self-determination theory, the core idea behind engaging leadership, states that basic need satisfaction mediates the connection between engaging leadership and work engagement. The two are linked for both employees and teams, regardless of their level. Furthermore, personal resources seem to mediate the connection between engaging leadership and work engagement, just as job characteristics. This is due to the fact that engaging leadership has a positive effect on individual and team performance, which is of critical importance to organizations. Additionally, other effective, cognitive, and behavioral pathways should be investigated to see if they can contribute to the motivating and material pathways that are already studied. Observant leadership. This type of leadership involves observing those you work with and understanding the strengths and weaknesses of each team member. This type of leadership is associated with the fly-on-the-wall approach. An observant leader will consider the overall goals and the progress being made by the team and its members. The observant leader will typically also observe how the team works together. This includes understanding their strengths and weaknesses as well as their relationships with one another. Being an observant leader may seem like a tranquil role, however, it does not mean that you are absent from the team. It simply means that you are giving your team the space to grow and learn in their own way. This can help your team to develop valuable skills and problem-solving abilities. Let's distinguish between leadership, management, and administration. While leadership and management are both important in the workplace, they are very different. Management is the process of directing a group of people to accomplish a goal or task through the use of authority. Management is typically a top-down approach of overseeing the team and ensuring that they are doing their jobs. While this can be important to ensure the efficient flow of work in an organization, leadership can inspire and empower others to work with direction and enthusiasm and can offer strategic insights, creative ideas, and a fresh way of thinking. Administration, on the other hand, is the process of managing the company's resources and finances. Administrators are focused on the bottom line and are more likely to look at the big picture. As mentioned, management and leadership have very similar roles within an organization, but involve different approaches to fulfill these roles. Note, for example, that authoritative leadership is a lot like management, where you have to use authority to guide your team, whereas coaching, collaborative and engaged leadership involves more of a teamwork approach in which everyone is treated equally and works together. The role of ethics in leadership. Leadership should be guided by strong values, ethics, and beliefs. To be a great leader, you must be able to inspire others and create a vision for the future. While your leadership skills should be based on values, ethics, and beliefs, it is important to note that others may not share your values and beliefs. This can make leading others difficult at times. And, as a leader, it is important that you know how to handle situations like this. For example, if you have the authority to hire a new manager, there may be an ideal candidate whose values and beliefs differ from your own. If this is the case, you should be able to set your differences aside for the benefit of the organization. It should be a priority for you to treat everyone with the same level of respect and understanding. We are not all the same and we will never be. But we have the power to respect one another, even with all of our different beliefs and values. Recognize the importance of training and learning in leadership. Leadership and management are not static. Instead, true leaders continue to grow in their leadership skills and abilities by learning from others. This can be done through attending conferences, participating in mentoring programs, or various other training programs. You can learn the skills you need to lead effectively by enrolling in leadership training. Through studying leadership skills, you may be able to broaden your critical thinking abilities and learn how to think in creative and innovative ways. Effective leaders have the ability to find creative ways to create value for their organizations, produce efficiencies, and engage employees to produce better results. As a leader, you will also want to provide opportunities for others to learn and grow. This can be done through initiatives like one-on-one coaching or team building exercises, and generally encouraging a learning culture in the office. Leadership in a nutshell. Leaders encourage and motivate their team members to work together, reach new heights, and perform to the best of their abilities in their work. Not only do leaders help their teams to grow, but they also grow with them in order to develop new skills and work harder and better than expected. A good leader isn't someone who only points out negative aspects or wrong behavior. A good leader will also make an effort to see and celebrate the good. Like how tasks and projects were done correctly and good results were achieved. Good leaders build their team members up by praising their strengths and skills, instead of only looking at their shortcomings and negative aspects. Leadership is very important in any organization or group setting, as it is the leaders who will guide the whole team towards success. For this reason, it is of paramount importance to ensure that the leaders in your organization hold all the qualities of a good leader. Thank you for taking the time to watch this short video on leadership in the workplace.